Well, hello, hello. Let me turn this camera around a little bit. Hello, Taurus. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. Taurus, we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading. Now, this is going to be for today, meaning this weekend, tonight, going into tomorrow. I am going to most likely go live tomorrow. But we're going to go ahead and see what's going to come out here for you, the energy that you're going to be in. Now, this could actually, go further. This can go into next week. But the card that comes out is what is going to be your leading theme. So let's go ahead. Let's see what's going to come out here for Taurus. Let's see, Taurus. Oh. Okay. Oh, wow. Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. You're so lucky. And I know some of y'all don't believe that. I'm telling you right now, a lot of you guys don't believe that right now because you don't see it, you don't feel it. And I just have to throw that out there because some of y'all are like, yes, I feel that. Yes, I feel like I'm in a good position in life. Yes, I feel that good things are going on for me. Yeah, but when I tell you the theme of your reading really is about like opportunities that the universe is just going to just magically happen for you. The Wheel of Fortune is destiny. This is where you're bound to go. This is where you are meant to go, in this direction, where there is people who are giving you opportunities, people who are giving you money, people who are giving you the opportunity to actually grow, windfalls, all types of stuff. The Ace of Pentacles could be all types of things, and also long-term committed relationships. So there's some good happening. That's on the macro, but on the micro, there's some good things that are actually happening for you even this weekend. And I feel like, this is a good thing. You guys are meant to experience the goodness in this reading. But wow, I mean, you're always the one that just completely like just knock every other sign out the box. Like everyone else wants to be like you. I'm not going to sit just on these two cards because technically it was only supposed to be one. But it was meant to come out because it flipped out together. So I'm just going to leave this here for a second, right? I want to see what you are being told about these opportunities that are going to come in here for you in wonderful ways, right? And some of you are waiting for something. You know something is about to happen and you're waiting for this one thing, this one chance to happen. But let's see, what is Taurus supposed to know? What is Taurus supposed to know? One more. What is Taurus supposed to know? Thank you. You guys have that, what is this? Ace of Wands, and then you have the Two of Cups. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I would say with this Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, a lot of you are going to end up within a year. I would say within a year, you're going to end up in a committed relationship. And you guys already know, I don't tell you that you're going to get married. I don't do that, right? Because some of you, committed relationships doesn't always mean a marriage, right? It doesn't always mean that. But with this right here, it says there's going to be a relationship that's going to grow. Okay, let me read it. It says a relationship grows closer as two people fall in love, or the current relationship that you're in, someone that you just met will go to a higher level of commitment, which literally says it grows and gets much stronger. Maybe you may end up going on some type of like, you guys, you and your person go on some type of romantic rendezvous this weekend. That's going to be the start of this growth between you and them because, let's just say you're just dating and you're like, it hasn't gotten deep enough yet. Yes, it hasn't gotten deep enough. This is what I see what could actually happen. Now here with the Helper of Action, it literally says you are blessed with many wonderful things to do. Now that is what your first three cards said. Ace of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and then what? At the bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune. You are blessed with many wonderful things that are about to happen for you. That's why I really didn't even have to go in really with these two cards because it literally is what it is. What are you being given? Something tangible. something long-standing, something lasting with money, love, whatever. Okay, that is basically what it's saying. Now, the fact that the Two of Cups is coming out is saying that a lot of you are going to end up in some type of long-term committed relationship. That's wonderful news. That's a blessing. And others, if you're already in a connection, how does this reflect your money? I mean, wow, it really reflects your money in a really good way, a positive turn of events with that. Wow. Let's keep going. This is going to be for Taurus. This is for Taurus. You already know that it's going to get really good when we start pulling the tarot, right? This is just telling us what we need to know a little bit in the beginning. That's all. All right. Karmic cycle. There's a legal matter here. Let me say that before. There's a legal matter. I don't know if this is divorce. I don't know if this is not getting a divorce, right? Because we're going to get to love in a minute, because not all of this is great for everybody, but this really is great, right? Because that means that some of you guys are getting free from something and you're going to benefit from that. We'll get to that in a minute, right? But if you are in some type of court situation, I feel like it's going to go in your favor just based off of you receiving something. Okay. Planetary positions. Some of you have been experiencing adverse planetary positions that may have been affecting your success in some type of way. So what type of adverse planetary position? Saturn is opposing your Venus or squaring off on your Venus or something. You may have Saturn in the second house, Saturn in the sixth house. Anything that affects your money and your finances, it may have been very hard for you guys to succeed. You know, it causes hardships in that area. And then if we're talking about marriage, with the Two of Cups came out, and we're talking about relationships, you could have had Saturn in the fifth house, Saturn in the sixth house, Saturn in the seventh house, right? And it's been, Saturn in the seventh house is actually not bad if you were doing okay in the first, when it was in the fifth house and the sixth house. So it doesn't necessarily have to be bad. I feel like that's a spousal house too. Saturn in the eighth house, right? So some of you guys have been experiencing that. And I always tell you, you should know your chart, right? And for some of you, you're like, yes, I do have Saturn there. Or Saturn will be going there. Okay, and how are you able to climb out of the hole? How are you able to overcome Saturn's hardships? And a lot of you are getting out of that, because this is more so the change, the turning of the events, right? Because the Wheel of Fortune came out. So it is a turning point for you where things are going to get better. Okay, but it literally says that. Okay, so it says it is your free will that you can diffuse the worst of these planetary combinations and trigger good results. So if you know what's happening in your chart, you're able to what? Dodge it. That's why I always tell you, you shouldn't be watching tarot if you do not know your chart. And some of you have been miserable because you don't know where your planets have been sitting. You don't know what has been aspecting. Okay, that could have helped you. Now here it says blocked. Something has been blocked. You may experience narrow-mindedness from people, maybe your own mind, right? You haven't been able to think outside the box. You may have been dealing with people who are very selfish, very greedy, or someone who's been narcissistic, excessive egotism, meaning it is my way or the highway. People are in your life, friends, family, whoever is only in your life because they are trying to get something from you. Children, whoever, this is what you've been experiencing. Okay. And anything that's dealing with your crown has something to do with your head. That's confusion, that's scattered energy. Okay. That's not being able to think. Your mental agility has been off. It's all in the mind. And I will say, and I will totally say, a lot of you have not been thinking correctly. There indeed has been blocks in your way in certain areas here. And I'm going to put this here. Now we're going to go ahead and use this as reference, because that's all this really is, right? We're going to use these as references when we get into the tarot, and we're going to go ahead and get into the tarot. So whatever comes out, oh, that's in reverse. Whatever comes out is how we're going to read it. Now, the first card that's coming out here for you is the Nine of Wands in the reverse. We're going to read it in a minute. I definitely see you guys getting out of some situation that's been very hard for you. This is good. Let's see. I'm just going to pull from the deck. I'm not going to shuffle the way I normally shuffle. Whatever is in reverse is in reverse. I'm not going to read it upright. Not today. There we go. My God. Oh, right on the money here with the King of Pentacles in the upright. Spirit was like, let me just go ahead and get this out the way. We're going to get to that in a minute. Let me get this out the way and let them know where they're headed when it comes down to their finances. I already told you right here. I already knew. Financially, you're going to be on point. Financially. Because this is some opportunity that's coming in here for you. And I really do believe that for a lot of you, you've been suffering as far as money-wise. I'm not really sure what you've been needing. But man, money, that's going to be on point. Let's go ahead. Let's pull. Let's pull. Okay. Let's get it. Let's see what comes over. You have the Hangman and the upright. No, that's in reverse, by the way. And the Six of Cups in reverse. You're stuck. You're stuck. Block chakra. You're stuck. You're still stuck on something from the past or someone from the past. That's where Karmic cycle came out. Come on. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. This is the future. This is how I've been reading it, even for Sagittarius. I've been reading it that way. And the next reading that I gave them said the exact same thing in the oracles. So I got to read it that way. You're not able to get over something. You're not able to move on from something. This came out for another reading too. I think it was Sagittarius. So see if you guys have Sagittarius in your chart somewhere. Most likely you probably already do. But let's start with the first card here. Nine of Wands in the reverse. Now, this is you being able, when it being upright, is basically saying, this is in reverse. I want to tell you, if it was upright, this is you guys having wounds from the battle that you've experienced. You're about to get out of that battle. Okay. This is saying what you've experienced. You guys are still someone stuck in a struggle and you need to get out of it. This is a past energy, past and present. Some of you guys are still needing to get out of a certain type of struggle. What is that? Money. We'll get to love in a minute. But some of you have been struggling financially, and that's a fact. You have no idea how you're going to get out of this. The wounds are not able to heal. A wounded soldier is like, I've already fought the battle, and these are my scars that I'm bringing to you. You're still fighting. A lot of you are still in that path of danger. You're trying to dodge all these different weapons or whatever, right? But then the funny part about this is that you are going to come out on top through some type of opportunity that's going to come in here for you. That's the savior. Now, I don't know who this is. I don't know who it is, but it is someone who's going to benefit you, that is going to eventually put you in a position where you do not have to worry about money. But some of y'all are struggling big time with this Nine of Wands. I mean, big time. Let me see what it has on here. I would say as far as emotionally, you guys are not over somebody. I want to tell you so bad that you are. I don't see it. You guys know I have to tell the truth. I have to tell the truth. I can always tell when I do a personal reading when someone is like, oh, I'm over them. I don't, you guys already know. Half of you guys in the comment section know I can see that, right? And I don't hold back on telling you when you're capping. I don't hold back on telling you that. That's like probably one of my favorite things to do, is to tell you why you lying. Sometimes you actually believe that you're over something, and then that 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks start to actually pass, and then the real feeling starts to set in. I don't see that you're completely over somebody in this reading, over something that someone has done to you. Let me just say that. It doesn't always have to be love, but I'm telling you, you're not over something that someone has done to you. Let's just face it. Be able to acknowledge that first. So you'll be able to move on, because part of this King of Pentacles is trying to ground you. Both cards are trying to ground you, trying to heal you in some way. Now, the Hangman is in reverse. Someone isn't talking to you. It is a pause. It has been a pause, but you are expecting them to come. I know that for a fact because you are very intuitive. You're like, I've been dreaming about them. I've been thinking about them a little bit more heavier. I know they're coming. I know they're coming. You're intuitive. A lot of you guys are intuitive. You are psychics. You already know this. And that's possibly the reason why you can't move on from somebody or something that has caused some, should I say, damage to you? Has it been a father figure? Has it been a lover? Has it been a mother? Has it been a friend? There's something that is not finished in this reading that you're going to have to face. And you've been thinking about it, which is the reason why block crown chakra is there, because that is where you're having the problem the most, your mind. They've played games with you. You haven't been able to sleep. You haven't been able to get over it. You've been having nightmares. A lot of that. This is what you've been experiencing. How are you able to focus on you and focus on your future when you are still ruminating about the past? And if they do come back in, here they are distracting you again, not being able to get over that feeling. I love the fact that your money is going to be on point, because that means there's a light here somewhere where the universe is actually helping you and you don't see where it's helping you. And you're grabbing the universe hand and you're like, okay, pull me out in some way. And you are getting pulled out, but there's still something about the past that's keeping you stuck. There is some money coming up in here. There is some money coming up in here. Don't know where it's coming from. I think I said something before about legal. I don't know why I feel like this has something to do with court matters. Okay, I don't know. Did you sign a contract or something? I don't know. Okay, some of you guys are inventing something, or you guys have a product that other people will like and you're going to get money off of that. But there's some big money up in this reading, y'all. I don't say big money for everybody, but there's some big money up in this reading. That is a fact. Taurus, I hate to be I got to make you guys the antagonists in this read today. I don't know. Some of y'all actually think it's funny when I do this. The King of Pentacles is saying how loyal you are. That's a good trait. When you actually like somebody, when you want someone to be a part of your life, you're so loyal and very giving. The King of Pentacles is the loyal king. But what are you getting from it? Now, you have someone accusing you that the only reason why you are dealing with them or putting up with them is because of what you're getting out of it. That's the reason why, like, what are you loyal to? And I will say that loyalty comes out in a reading, but you do have to ask yourself a question like, what are you loyal to? Are you loyal to that person? Or are you loyal to the benefits? Because the hangman is saying that there is someone in your energy who's given up. And they're blaming you, so to speak. Or they're taking a pause because they don't really want to deal with what this is. Or maybe they're taking a pause because maybe they needed to reflect about what they want, because maybe you didn't make the decision. Maybe you refused to make the decision. You're just kind of hanging on. There's no growth. And this is the reason why before, in the beginning part of the reading with that Two of Cups, it says, if you are in a connection, there's a possibility for growth to actually happen, because somebody was stopping that here. In order for you to even see that there needs to be growth, someone is taking a step back. They're like, hey, let me just, and I do see that there has not been any conversation. I don't see a conversation here. But what are you loyal to? Why have you been very giving? Why have you been putting up with someone who you feel is selfish? This is funny because this person is actually accusing you of being selfish. They're saying that you are the one that is inconsiderate of their feelings. Let's go ahead. Let's get into the reading. We're about to get into it. We haven't even started because now we got cards that we haven't used in a very long time. That's going to give us the answer. Let's see what comes out. This is going to be for Taurus. Let's see what comes out here. Arguments. Addicted to toxicity. Y'all thought I was lying. Struggle. We talked about the money struggle but I told you that was going to be over with. But you're constantly fighting. It feels like it's never ending. This is constantly being repeated over and over again. And someone refused to grow. Someone refused to let it go, though. Again, hey, man, someone refused to let it go. It's just a pause. Remember, I said the Nine of Wands in the upright talks about a battle that was won, a battle that you have been in. The scars are starting to heal, but it being in reverse is saying that there's an ongoing battle here. What came out? Arguments. Look at this. Karmic lessons came out right at the bottom of the deck. Can y'all see that? Karmic lessons. What came out with this one? Karmic. Oof. Oh, Spirit is telling on y'all. Dare I say this? Some of you guys are just as toxic as they are. Ooh, don't be in my comment section. Talk about, no, I'm not. Okay, they don't have to be you. I told you, you got to be the antagonist in this reading. Because you're playing a part of this in some type of way. You're not thinking clearly. Block chakra. I didn't say that. That's what just came out. Here, addicted to toxicity. Toxic relationships give you an opportunity to overcome unresolved pain. Are you growing? Are you becoming self-aware? The universe has brought you two together. Trust the journey, even if you don't quite understand it yet. Do I see two different relationships? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Because it actually told us in the beginning part of this that what? If you are together, there is a closeness that can actually happen with this relationship. And it says a lot of things that you guys have been through may have been a part of the plan. But the toxicity needs to go. You don't throw it away because it's toxic, but it needs to go. That's a part of what? Growth. That's the evolution here. Didn't I say I saw a romantic rendezvous in the earlier part of the reading? Didn't I say that? Y'all think I'm lying. Here it is again. Karmic. This is everywhere in y'all read. Even though this is a karmic connection, is meant to help you grow and heal so that you may find your true soulmate or twin flame. Ooh. Ooh. It was part of the plan. I feel like some of you guys with that coming out, there's going to be someone new who's going to come into your life. And I feel like you're going to want something new. I feel like you're going to want something new. You know how the Nine of Wands is basically saying it's a bust up connection? Why is this bust up? Now you're desiring something new. And then you're going to realize why you went through this. And I tell you, both of y'all were mirroring each other. Didn't I say both of y'all got that same type of energy? You can't be blaming them because both of y'all are engaging in this chaos together. You're reflecting back your truths to each other. How you treat me and how I treat you is that. Here it says this can cause feeling of vulnerability, which can trigger one or both when it comes down to this relationship. I feel like there is some unresolved issues that some of you guys actually have with family. I don't know why. I feel like this unloved thing, like both of you guys are kind of like, you know, maybe there was a parental thing, right? You've been rejected in some type of way. Some of you guys have been rejected. And that is the reason why you guys are holding on to each other here with this hangman It's something, it's something that you've experienced that now you are mirroring to one another. There's an intensity in this connection, though. I can't tell you that. I will give you that. I will give you that. I will. Okay, it's a little bit deep, a little bit deep, a little strong, a little bit overwhelming. There's somebody of a different race, different culture here. I do see same sex as well. I definitely see somebody different, though. Different race, different culture. It doesn't have to be race, but something different about the individual. Gossip and opinions. This is a completely different person. Look at this. It literally says, easy breezy. No relationship is easy, but it shouldn't be war either. You will work together. Again, they could be the same but different relationship. I don't know. But here it says you would encourage each other in every little aspect of life, pulling one another out of self-doubt and dark times, and you will be a shelter from the torments of life. You guys have to block out other people's opinions. And don't be including other people's opinions. Don't let your drama spill out of just of the relationship. You are angry, you're mad, and now everybody in the neighborhood know that you and your person are not together. Everybody on Facebook know you're not together. Everybody in your family know that you're not together. And now your other people are forming opinions about it. This is also making me believe too, like if there is friends, okay, because part of the gossiping, if you guys have been in friendships or something like that, I also feel like there is something about friendship because this is hitting the Six of Cups, right? These are all kinds of soulmates, all, people who are here to teach you in some type of way, lessons. And I feel like, yes, there's people talking because someone allowed their emotions to get out of control. Emotions, this is the reason why the water is around here. So somebody allowed somebody to, get them out of character here. And again, block chakra, I'm telling you. You weren't thinking. That is what it's basically saying. Somebody wasn't thinking. But I'm telling you, just based off of this, I don't see you being able to get over something. Not right now. Not right now. And it says, let go. And if it's meant for you, it will come back to you. This is also gaining information on this person, or someone's trying to gain information on you, maybe talking to somebody within a friend group or something like that. This also happens at work. I don't know. Hopefully you guys are not dealing with nobody at work that you're not supposed to, because then that gossip could get a little nasty. But that's what I see. But let me go ahead. Let's go ahead and finish this. Let's see what comes out. What's the ending here for Taurus? Let's see what's coming out here for Taurus. I like this because this could go either way. It's messy. There's just no other way to put it. Okay, this is not an easy connection, none whatsoever from what I'm seeing, but it can make it. And if not, some of you are just going to end it and walk away based off of what I'm seeing. There we go. Boom. What comes out? Woo! Emperor in reverse. Wow. And then what's at the bottom? The Death card. If someone doesn't change, then the relationship will change. If someone doesn't change, then the relationship will change. There's some excessiveness that's happening in this reading. Someone is overdoing their power, trying to control and manipulate in some way. And like I said, this is a lesson. This is a part of your lesson. But I feel like somebody's going to go in a different direction if someone doesn't change. Transformation can happen on one person's end, or the relationship status will change. That's just what it is. And either way, this can happen depending on what's happening in your chart. And then you will know. But this is what I have for you here, Taurus. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. And again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you are interested in a personal reading, all the information is down below in the description box. If you guys are interested in a reading, I don't know if I said this, but I have availability today and tomorrow. I am not available on Sunday or Monday, not until Tuesday afternoon. All right. I love you guys. And I will be doing Cash App Lives a little bit later today. Love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.